everyone, I'm Lexi Johnson, your professional liability underwriter here at CID Insurance. And today we will be going over the power of cyber liability insurance and avoiding the pitfalls. As technology becomes more complex and sophisticated, so do the cyber threats that businesses face. Cyber attacks are escalating at an alarming rate, which is leading to increased cyber incidents. Most of you are aware by now of what a cyber incident is, but as a reminder, it is a malicious entry into a network system, putting your confidential data at risk of being stolen or held for ransom. What is this data referring to? This can include payment card information, personal information, protected health information, employee records, or intellectual property. As cyber evolves, businesses face new risks that your traditional insurance policies weren't designed to cover. While traditional insurance policies cover tangible assets such as, property, inventory, hardware, equipment, the most valuable asset to cyber criminals is information. That is the purpose of a cyber insurance policy, to provide comprehensive coverage to help support the cost associated with a cyber incident. That is why every business and organization needs to be prepared with cyber liability insurance to manage and mitigate cyber risk. And this is what you need to communicate to your insureds. On the next slide, we'll go over some common cyber losses. So the three most common cyber losses today is ransomware, business email compromise, and wire fraud and invoice manipulation. Ransomware remains the leading type of cyber attack for several years now. This involves a threat using malware that holds the victim's sensitive data or device hostage unless the victim pays a ransom to the group. Business email compromise, which is known as BEC, is a type of phishing attack that uses email to trick the victim into sending money or confidential information to the scammer. And then lastly, the most common cyber loss is wire fraud and invoice manipulation. With enhancements in artificial intelligence, cyber attacks are using deep fakes via video or phone impersonation to scam victims into sending money or confidential information. So what is the best way to be protected from a cyber attack or any of these common losses? When selling a cyber quote to your insured, you want to make sure that quote includes the following components. First party loss. This covers the cost associated with investigating and responding to a cyber incident on your own network or system. So for example, first-party cyber insurance would be, let's say one of your employees accidentally clicks on a malicious link and destroys your database. That first-party coverage would help pay for business interruption, which covers a loss of revenue due to a cyber attack, crisis management, which covers expenses. Let's say you hire a public relations team to manage reputational damage after a cyber attack, and also data recovery, which reimburses the cost of restoring damaged or lost data. Then secondly, cybercrime. Cybercrime is any type of illegal activity that occurs using digital means. So some examples of cybercrime include installing viruses on a targeted computer, hacking into government or corporate computers, social engineering, and wire transfer fraud. So you'll typically see computer fraud, funds transfer fraud, and social engineering under cybercrime. Computer fraud, it insures against theft of funds or property that were transferred over to a cyber criminal. Funds transfer fraud, it covers the loss stemming from unauthorized instructions from a third party to a bank without the victim's knowledge. And then social engineering, this covers unintended payments made to cyber criminals who, through deception, convince an employee or officer of a company to transfer funds to the criminal. Then lastly, that third component is third-party cyber insurance. This helps pay for lawsuits caused by data breaches on a client's network or system. So this type of coverage typically covers legal fees, court judgments, and regulatory fines and penalties caused by non-compliance with the industry or government standards. Now, some insureds, they have a hard time deciding if they should purchase a standalone cyber policy versus just adding a cyber endorsement to an existing policy they have. Let's say their E&O policy. But keep in mind, sometimes cyber endorsements, they do not include all the coverages I just went over, that first party, cybercrime, and third party liability, nor do they have the adequate sublimits. As you know, cyber incidents, they can result in large expenses. So a standalone cyber policy is always recommended to be fully protected. So why is cyber insurance more important than ever? Here's some statistics. Cyber incidents cost $170,000 on average for small businesses. 2,224 hacking attacks occur every day. That is 1 every 19 seconds. Nearly every business today depends upon information technology to get the job done. This includes your internet, desktops, servers, email, cloud computing, and more. So truly all businesses, despite size, are exposed to a cyber attack. And this includes even small businesses. A lot of small businesses, they think that they're too small to experience a cyber attack, but they're actually the most vulnerable because they tend to not have those security measures in place. So it's an easy attack for a cyber criminal. So knowing all this information, what are your next steps? First, have that conversation with your insured on the urgency of having a cyber liability policy in place. Secondly, gather basic information from your insured. Here's a screenshot that shows just the basic information you would need. Company name, address, industry code, which is very simple to look up, annual revenue, if they utilize MFA, which is the multi-factor authentication, or if they've had a claim in the past. CID Insurance makes it very easy for our retailers to obtain a standalone cyber quote for your client in minutes. As a retail agent, you have access to our cyber platform that is linked in the description of this video, and you can receive up to 9 standalone quotes in minutes from leading cyber carriers for your insureds. The premiums could be as low as $500. We highly recommend to use this as a cross-sale opportunity where you can present a cyber quote at the time of renewal with your other insurance. If you're not in a position to send out quotes with all of your renewals, we have cyber marketing flyers on our website at cidinsurance.com that you can customize and send along with your renewals. I hope this was helpful for you and will serve as a simple guide to reach out to your clients and write more cyber. Be sure also to subscribe for more commercial insurance videos like this one. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.